Good morning, gamers, and welcome to LBT Halo's continuous coverage of HCS London live over on the NA side of the pond, 4:38 Central Standard Time, and we're not tired yet. We can't be tired yet. We're just getting things started. Mikowski on the mic, joined by my duo, Eli the Ninja. We got Sentinels versus BitterSweet here. We got LethuL Perfy versus Cloud9. That's going to be our main match. We're going to red zone a little bit, hop back and forth, so hope you guys got your coffee ready. Let's do this.
Got an entire pot of coffee brewing for today just to bring you guys this action. So yeah, I cannot wait to see some of the early matches here. So many good matches. A lot of great teams came out of that open bracket. That #1 team from Mexico that's been making waves at every tournament. One of the teams to make it out. Also Mind Freak, team that made it all the way out from Australia. They're going to be one of the players, or one of the teams we see today. Plus we've got BitterSweet and LethuL Perfy. So honestly, 4 amazing teams and lots of representation across the board to make it out of that open bracket.
Yeah, don't sleep on these open bracket squads. Huge props, not only to the 2 NA squads that made it out of open bracket, but you had Mexico representation and ANZ representation, which I just, oh man, that gets me excited. That gets me out of bed this morning because of the fact that those 2 regions were denied guaranteed access to pool play, and here they earn it back in blood. Hopping on board here with Orderly for now, but he goes down. Now on board with Tiger, and the last member alive for BitterSweet. Sentinels with a 60% to 30% or so lead on this hill as they look to close things out. LethuL goes down to 1 HP. Diagram with more shots. Love the positioning here from Diagram to give his team an advantageous situation off spawn, and with that last shot, Diagram makes it count with a double kill, and this all started with the last Spartan standing play from Diagram. Because of him, BitterSweet has a chance on hill #1.
Exactly right. These guys are playing incredibly well, and they have been for a while now. For them to make it into Pool B, which is already the pool of death, I mean, BitterSweet are facing Sentinels, Optic, and Quadrant today. This is just the first of the matches they play today, but this is a team that's given some of these top teams some issues, so I would not be surprised to see a BitterSweet upset somewhere along the way. But a team like Sentinels really want to stamp their way into that winner's bracket, especially after a disappointing finish in Arlington. These guys are playing with a lot of extra fire this tournament. Falcated already 7-3, by the way, already having a good game.
Never count out Halo players. They got something to prove, and I look across the roster for BitterSweet, and what I think about every single one of these guys drop in roster mania's chaos, and now looking to fight for a chance on the line to qualify not only for pool play, which they've already done, but a chance to extend in the bracket and not start off in lower 1, where you lose that bracket reset potential. Back pocket, back token, winner's bracket now gone as Sentinels go 4 down. BitterSweet 3 alive, and they might just do this, Eli. LethuL would have to overextend off here. He does get a split spawn, 2 on the snipe side, LethuL on the U-turn side. I don't think you press this, so I think you play for next, and that's exactly why. BitterSweet go up in the lead, 1-0.
Not only that, but they forced the spawn onto the snipe side. Sentinels have to cross the entire map just to get there. We would do it quickly off spawn, but that entire hill, Diagram just kind of controlled bottom center basically perfectly. He's just hitting every single shot in a not great position, but it doesn't matter how bad your position is. If you're hitting every single shot and you've got your teammates to watch your back from above, it's able to somehow stay alive for long enough to get that hill cap. And when you have the early rotation on this next hill, that's a quick recipe for a 2-0 lead. Can they hold on to it though? This is the type of situation Sentinels have to take their time. They cannot get staggered, which they have so far, to be honest. They've got to slow down, set up a push, and make sure they're approaching this hill from multiple angles.
Look at the domino effect of that, Eli. LethuL overextends, and if I'm Chig in the ear of Sentinels right there, I'm telling LethuL, dude, play for next. Go for that A hill that you've just been gifted by spawning on that side of the map. Instead, LethuL pushes forward, tries to hero it, and instead goes down 1v4. It's an 0-1 start. BitterSweet in the lead, and because of what you just mentioned, Eli, they've already got 50% on the hill. 3 go down for Sentinels. Bubu dubu, the last Spartan standing on LR. Not looking to take the L here. Goes down to 1 HP, stays alive, and is gonna get back that positioning and go down shortly after. So the timing staggered out our Sentinels, and that's all again a cause and effect of LethuL's overextension on a hill that he had no chance of winning. 2 more go down for Sentinels, 2 down for BitterSweet. Precision looking to push through. Massive opportunity here, but Mortally takes him down with a punch to the face. BitterSweet could just jump out to a 2-0 lead.
BitterSweet are playing this so effectively. I almost feel like they intentionally staggered out Bubu there in that position. They know that Sentinels want all 4 of their members alive to make a solid push. So Bubu scurrying away 1 shot, and then only 5 seconds later do they finally kill him. It seems almost by design. However, Falcated somehow finds his way into the yard side. Precision getting a kill right now, and this is the best they've looked since this hill rotated. If they can just hold off the push coming in from both Flowers and LR, they could potentially cap this point, but they're going to have to get a couple more slays. Love the way Falcated's played this, just making sure Piggy dies, but he gets taken down shortly after, and that means Envore has the camo.
It's early, but this is a must-win hill for Sentinels. Each of these 2 hills have taken a minute and a half plus to secure. Hill number 2 hasn't even been secured yet, and at 2-0 with a minute 20 on the clock, Sentinels don't have the time to do it. They have to do it right here, right now. The sense of urgency comes up quickly here in a game 1. Wow, unbelievable. BitterSweet fighting for their life, but Sentinels do in fact score. And now, Eli, it feels like next hill might just win with so little time left on the clock.
Very likely. This game type often goes to, I've seen this game type go to 1-0. I've seen all 5 minutes elapse where one team got 1 hill. It's usually very difficult to cap a hill, so I think you're exactly right. I think whoever gets this next one should be the victor in this game. Would not be surprised at all for overtime to be where it's activated. Bubu, last player alive for Sentinels right now. It looks like he is currently contesting the snipe side. Now the snipe side spawn so important for this hill. It's not only important to hold the blue side, but also to have the snipe side. You don't want your opponent just spawning and killing your hill player right away. So love the way Bubu is prioritizing this. Diagram knows it though. He's going to rotate and kill one of his best friends here. These guys play together all the time, so you know Diagram knows what he's going for. He's going to pick up a second as well.
Unbelievable positioning there from Diagram. A little bit of shooting fish in a barrel, I guess punching fish in a barrel as he takes down the opponent, lifting up his top snipes, Mortally and Diagram taking proper positioning. Diagram now rotating with that snipe. He's only got 7 bolts to work with, so 2 shots, but that's all he needs. And 2 hills is all BitterSweet might need to take the win. However, they do it so efficiently, Eli, that there's still a minute left in regulation. Now, here's the question strategically. Do BitterSweet play for time or slays?
I think it's an absolute play for time situation. I mean, this hill is so difficult to get control of for an extended period of time. It's so exposed in the driveway, so easily grenaded. I think that if they can get control of the tram side, especially, and can deny that access point on that glass side, this would be a great time to play time. But here we go. Looks like Precision just trying to shut down this entire blue side of the map, and even just shooting these spawners once or twice to slow them down is a big deal. But he's going to do more than that. He's going to get an assist and a kill. This camo will go in the suit of Piggy though, so this is a perfect time for Piggy to use it to shut down Sentinels. But I am shocked at how much uncontested time Sentinels has already gotten. They really only have, what, 5 seconds left to go in this hill, so BitterSweet have to play perfect from here.
Oh, and it looks like they're finding a route to play perfect Halo, but oh my god, massive takedown there from Falcated. It's gonna stop the clock just short. The Sentinels tied 2-2 situation. 30 seconds left, and they're already back in the hill. Eli, the efficiency on these previous 2 hills is 4 times what we saw on the first 2 hills, and Sentinels look like they are going to tie it. 3 go down for BitterSweet. Now it's Piggy's turn to make sure that they play for the next hill. Do not overextend. Piggy gets a frag grenade. Piggy looks for the double on the LR, but Precision finds the slay, and we've recently seen Falcated and Precision both ice up. Falcated at 23, 5, and 15 is really leading the charge, leading the comeback here for Sentinels. But once again, it's BitterSweet with the early hill time.
I feel like Falcated is just always that guy you can count on to step up when it matters. Look at the push from Sentinels. They're sending 2 through tram. They want to clear that side. LethuL tries to get through driveway, but Envore too smart for that. He's going to shut that player down immediately. Bubu does kill Mortally, but when 2 go down for Sentinels, look how much time has gotten in this hill already. The push has taken too long, and how have the last 3 hills happened with less than a minute on the clock? I don't even understand. This game has made no sense.
This is blowing my mind, and I don't think it's because it's 4:30 a.m. It is just an unbelievable match, getting us up and excited here early. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We got a barn burner on our hands. 2-2 tie. 12 seconds left in regulation, but that's a moot point. This is already sudden death. As we hop on board here with LethuL. He's got the camo, looking to maintain positioning and shots on the opponent. Playing a little gatekeeper here on the mid-map control. as Diagram spawns out into Cafe. I wonder if Sentinels know about it. Yes, LethuL does. Takes Diagram down to 1 HP. He might even be absolute. Looking for a body shot cleanup. He gets it.
Such a clutch kill right there. Diagram stays alive. They have presence on that blue side. They're going to be distracted, but now that he's dead, they can focus all their attention on the other side, and they've taken the lead. What an efficient hill. That is absolutely unreal. It looked like it should trend towards overtime, but now that they've activated the lead here, they can just play time. There's just 5 seconds left in regulation, essentially, and all they have to do is play gatekeeper to this last hill.
I don't know, 4 seconds, that's plenty of time based on what we've seen from these two teams recently, but BitterSweet got to get in it. All go down for Sentinels, and with 2 seconds left, BitterSweet half-life. Eli, what do you know?
Don't tell me they do this, man. Like, what are you guys doing to us? It's 4 in the morning over here. I can't even process what's happening on the screen. They're about to cap this. They're so close. They need to get a couple. They got 2 kills as well. And are they going to actually tie this up before the clock dwindles down? No, finally Sentinels able to push them out at the last hour. And what an insane start to the day.
Oh my God, that might have been my favorite match of the tournament, where we got no time to break it down. We're heading back into that main match of the morning. Reversal Perfy versus Cloud9. This is a Reversal Perfy squad. I think a lot like that previous squad in BitterSweet that we witnessed, that very well could have been in pool play. So again, the competition from these open bracket quote-unquote amateur teams is not quite. This is professional level gameplay we're witnessing here, and Reversal Perfy and BitterSweet both have chances to cause some upsets here, as we see a very similar score like the one we saw previously, back and forth. 4 minutes left on the clock, so only a minute wasted in regulation here. And after 3 go down for Reversal Perfy, it looks like Cloud9 should have the edge to secure hill number 1. Sceptify with the camo up top, doing what we just saw from LethuL there, playing Gatekeeper to top mid, and now playing Gatekeeper to this hill. It looks like Cloud9 will take it 1-0.
Reversal Perfy, the only squad to come out of open bracket without dropping a single game. These guys were on fire yesterday in the Passion Pit, and they've got a player that you and I have talked about quite a bit on this squad, and that's going to be Breakingshot. Now, I actually asked Breakingshot just because he's been on a lot of different rosters, right? He's had a lot of different teammates. I asked him, what is it about teaming with Common and Haines that just makes you more comfortable? He said they're the only team that plays with structure. They're actually organized. They actually have setups, you know, and he's used to playing with maybe fast-paced teams, but maybe they play a little bit too fast-paced. So he feels like he can play the best style of his version of Halo when he's in the structure that Common and Haines bring to the table. Plus, you got Cherished, who I feel like is just a perfect glue player. He just fills in exactly as a squad needs him, and he's been one of the most improved players since Season 1 as well. So, love this squad for Reversal Perfy.
Yeah, you bring up a great point. You see Breakingshot drop 40 kills in an objective against HCS's top competition, and you think he's just playing fast, holding forward the whole time, but he's very methodical. He's a calculated assassin. As we hop on board here with Tusk, the woolly mammoth looking to make some big plays here, has shots and nade damage onto Breakingshot, but he's got to watch his back. 2 players on the planters putting shots into Tusk, and they're going to clean him up.
Tusk definitely a big shutdown right there. Breakingshot gets a kill on Sab. So far, Cloud9 took that first hill, but ever since, the second one has been hotly contested. Usually the team that gets the early control of it, the team that's going to be able to score it right now. Reversal Perfy looking to put the finishing touches. Big piv by Tusk, but will it be in time? I don't think so. He's gonna have to wait for a shield and just watch that point go over to Reversal Perfy, but trying to get some early shots in the back of Reversal Perfy before they rotate to next.
Tusk with his positioning there, looking to form. It looked like a pinch. You had 2 spawners for Cloud9 on the Cafe side. Tusk playing the backside of the A yard, but that plan doesn't come to fruition. Instead, Tusk and Sab go down. Reversal Perfy lose 2 in the process as well, which is why we haven't seen hill times scored yet on hill number 3. Now it's Cloud9 in it. Nice grenade there on to Cherished, and Cloud9 are gonna take the opening points here, and if they can maintain this numbers advantage, which they will, 3 go down for Reversal Perfy, we'll see at least 30 to 40% on the board here for Cloud9 before Reversal Perfy can even get close off of those back A yard spawns. Disadvantageous. Cloud9 could roll here on some points.
This does look like a good recipe for a lot of time. It's curious to see how Reversal Perfy play this. They should have probably focused a little bit harder on taking out Sab, but instead to be able to get a free kill there. I think maybe another member of Cloud9 had rotated into the yard. Yes, they must have to cause a little bit of mayhem here. Haines doing his best to stay alive, but this hill looks like it should be a done and dusted finish for Cloud9. How can they rotate to next from here, though? It's going to move to the driveway side, and they do continue to slay out, but they're going to have to take space in this yard here to take care of Haines if they're going to want comfortable positioning.
Haines, Common, the two veterans on that reversal Perfy squad. Love those guys. A little biased in the sense that I think they're some great dudes, as Haines going to do some great damage as he rotates down to the left side. Now works his way back to the right. That space on the window is already occupied. That's why you saw him go right towards the driveway instead, but he's going to be riding towards the respawn screen. 3 go down for reversal Perfy once again. It's a 2-1 game, 2-1 lead for Cloud9. And again, it looks like they can score some time in bunches after some back seawall spawns now. And got to give credit to Cloud9. This is not by chance. They're forcing and manipulating as far back as you could imagine spawns for the opposition, and that is why they're able to get 25% at minimum on a lot of these different holds. And here you see 25% once again due to that spawn manipulation. Cloud9 looking to roll here, and they do. Cherished, the last player alive for reversal Perfy, and he'll go down, and you'll probably see some cafe spawns here. You might not just, there it is, there's a cafe spawn. You might just need a latte to come back, though. Cloud9 are starting to roll.
Suspector and Sab just having each other's backs. How many times have we said it? These two have been learning to play together so well, dating back to the days that they first started teaming together. I think first time they teamed together may have been that G1 roster, but these guys stuck it through and just have incredible teamwork on the map together. It just feels like when they are in a certain part of the map together, they're just controlling time and space for the squad and slaying out in the process. 15 and 14 kills. Don't ignore Sceptify, though. He's got 15 of his own, and he's been an incredible player throughout the last season. Tusk, the kind of team captain slash coach slash player. I just enjoy the squad a lot. I'm happy for Suspector as well. This feels like the best team that he's had in a long time.
Yeah, what an OG in the HCS. Competed in the first ever Halo World Championship Grand Finals, where he took second place, I believe, on that Nated squad. That was just such a famous and historical tournament, and Suspector is still doing his thing. Hopping on board now with Breakingshot, looking to advance up to top snipe, but a couple of grenades are going to keep him from doing that. Tusk, I'll be lucky that Breakingshot didn't have a sticky on him. It looked like that was his thought process. As Sceptify, the free-for-all player turned 4v4 star, takes down another. Numbers advantage, Eli, ever since we started talking about it, and those back A, back C wall spawns has been all in favor of Cloud9. The score reflects that. 3-1 with a minute and a half left.
Look at that little double jump tech coming out from Cherished. I feel like that's one of the lesser used double jumps on the silo. He did it specifically to skip the clamber in case he needed to fight somebody as he went for that camo. All of these players using such tiny advantages to get one over on each other. He does ultimately get taken down, so that camo not going to be put to use, but Cloud9 look to close this out at the same time. Reversal Perfy have done a good job to get control of the snipe side. They've got a lot of ground to cover, though, and only a minute and a half on the clock.
After 3 to 5 minutes of real-time domination from Cloud9, it's Reversal Perfy with some real-time in the hill, and this could be what starts the comeback. You get a minute and a half left on the clock with a flawless hold here, and that's enough time to tie it at 3. So the path to a comeback, while not maybe clear, it's at least paved for them. As we hop on board here with Sceptify. Good shots despite the low ground. Takes down Cherished, and that could have just flipped the tide back in the favor of Cloud9.
Love the confidence. Slide out, reach out, just to hit that last shot. He had to place his crosshair perfectly to predict where his opponent should be, should he show up on the other side of that pillar. They just need 1 second, but Reversal Perfy aren't going to let it happen. Great defensive effort from Reversal Perfy. They could keep this interesting. They capped this, and they have a good rotation to next. We could look at a potential tie game. We saw how many hills were capped with less than a minute on the board in the last game, so it is definitely not out of the question, especially when Breakingshot is hitting shots like that.
Breakingshot stopped Cloud9 from taking this game 4-1. Instead, it's 3-2. Cloud9 needed just another second, but Breakingshot taking people down with TTK at 0-0-0. No seconds, no time wasted. as Breakingshot is starting to roll. 3 go down for Cloud9, and this is where you could have that spawn manipulation back a wall, but you gotta make sure you're getting hill time here. Nobody in the hill yet for reversal Perfy, and after 2 go down, it's gonna be even more difficult to do so. Tusk spots out Breakingshot. That camo provides no advantage. Sceptify goes down to 1 HP. Breakingshot takes him down. Breakingshot with the flank on Suspector. He goes down via assist. Now getting some shots on a Sab on the LR. 3 go down for Cloud9. Reversal Perfy are gonna have a chance.
Breakingshot playing target prioritization perfectly. Looks like he's playing aim hero, just snapping onto targets as he finally will whittle out of this. Camo does finally dissipate. 30 seconds on the clock. This is a difficult hill to sit in for a long stretch of time, but look at the damage output from Breakingshot, just forcing these players back. Says, go back to where you came from. Let me just chill in this hill.
Oh, the prediction on where that player was pushing from. Sab on the driveway, the centering, the pre-fire lined up perfectly with when he exposed himself, but now Cloud9 have the situation, looks like, under control, and Tusk at the A-ledge. That's the first priority here for reversal Perfy, and Tusk gives up the high ground, actually, so he's not going to have that angle. Instead, he's going to switch it up. Sceptify and Suspector combined for the double, make it a team triple, and Cloud9 will do it. Back-to-back, electric, incredible, phenomenal game 1 Koth Solitude matches that we just got to witness, and we're not stopping now. Back on board here with Sentinels. Hopping on board here with Diagram. He's got the snipe in his hand and looking to push on through. 32-28 as we join this one in progress, and it's getting closer after the double kill killing spree from Diagram.
Diagram was popping off in game 1, picking up right where he left off. He's 10-5 in this game, and man, if this guy is awake and full of energy, he is an absolute problem on the map, and he is proving so. They're still down by 1, but if Diagram can keep up the pace that he's playing, he could will this team to victory.
34-32 now. Precision, the top performer in this lobby. He's the new player on Sentinels. As he looks to push on through, has teammate support here. This is someone you'd love to bait and switch with. Falcated. Precision doesn't need it for now as the pinch comes through on the C side with the other members of Sentinels. Perfectly timed pinch and push there for Sentinels. Gives them a multi-possession 5-kill lead.
I feel like this is kind of where the meta has gone for this game type. You just kind of want to run as a duo or trio around the perimeter of the map, baiting and switching like you said. Finally, player goes down. Bubu gets the sticky trade though, and he knows that win condition, victory variable, promising parameter, whatever you want to call it, chat, don't get triggered. You're
taking on my taglines.
Whatever you want to call it. Every trade gets them closer to victory, and Bubu definitely knows that.
Oh man, a stupendous Spartan. That's Piggy. Not having a stupendous game yet. We know Piggy for that. He is one of the best players in the world. Now he's got the camo, a little bit of help to work with. And BitterSweet have the lead out of nowhere. You blink, you start talking about the Piggy with camo, and my God, BitterSweet have the lead. They're up by 1 after a 5-kill lead for Sentinels. They had the pinch and push. They executed perfectly on it, but BitterSweet counter with a left hook right back. Multiple shots going into 3 players for Sentinels. The bait and switch comes through. Cross map on the shock rifle. Participant, can't see who that is over on the glass side. But hey, they're playing their 25%. Piggy now needs to win a 1v1, but instead, Precision takes it 41-42. BitterSweet have the lead in the endgame.
Diagram with the plasma pistol somehow comes on top in the battle against Precision. That's a massive kill to get right now. Maintains that 1-kill advantage. But you're exactly right. Mortally's got the shock rifle. He's had 12 assists already this game, so absolute damage output. Gonna get 1 that's lethal. Can't land the headshot with the first shot. Precision takes him down with a grenade. He had to stay alive there. Not sure if there's any shock rifle left, but that could be a problem for them if Sentinels can pick it back up. Yes, looks like if there is any shock ammo left, Precision should have it now.
45. We are tied with 5 kills left. Oh man, this series has been unbelievable. Diagram with some cross map shots on a bubu. Elects to wait, get his shields back, gets another shot into bubu, so that's gonna adjust the timing here, and bubu with low shields probably gets cleaned up if the pinch is executed to perfection here, as Mortally does in fact clean up all the damage. 46-49, BitterSweet need just 1 more to tie up this series at 1.
Oh my, look at this movement. He is playing so aggressive. He knows that these players on Sentinels are spawning in A, but look at this. He gets spotted out by a player that got split spawn, and the damage is massive, but it doesn't matter. BitterSweet are going to close it out. Impressive bounce back game too. They're going to tie up the series.
At 37-32, Eli, I'm not going to lie, a little biased towards thinking the match was over. After Sentinel's perfect push, they had BitterSweet on some bitter spawns, but they turned it into a sweet victory in game 2. Tie up that series at 1 as we hop on board here with another match. Tusk with the kit, the full kit, camo, grapple, shock. What can he do with it?
They're already up 4-0. Reversal Perfy yet to be on the board. And look at the positioning. All of Reversal Perfy kind of trapped in this tower side. Expect them to take kind of a defensive stance. The problem is when you're losing, it's kind of on you to make the play. I like this play from Common. He's going to extend. He's going to get some lateral space out by the glass. Haines, I think, has taken positioning on the B box. They're setting up a push. They're planning this out. As soon as they get some damage, I expect Haines to jump up into the whirlpool. Looks like he's done so. The collapse is in. And they've got 3 dead clean. Can it be 4?
The lineup!
No. Tusk, the last player alive, gets the headshot, and he maintains possession of the shock rifle. But props to Reversal Perfy. The rest of that play, phenomenal. The only reason Tusk was able to get out of that is just to hit a miraculous no-scope.
Premeditated murder from Tusk. You could see if we run back an LVT, famous patented LVT slow motion replay that you always call for, Eli, you'll notice that Tusk set up his reticle at about knee level, and that's the way to go when you expect a player to slide through. And it makes perfect sense because Tusk was 1 HP. He expects the opposition to try to slide through quickly and finish him off. And now he continues on with a full rotation, driving a 360 with his positioning around the map. No Jeff Steitzer, no medal on his screen, but he's doing it nonetheless. Another perfect shot. Tusk is absolutely frying, sitting at 4-2-0, having about as efficient of a game as you could imagine here in the Slayer. 4-11 lead here for Cloud9 in large part due to Tusk. Now it's Sab with the camo.
Reversal Perfy need to find their pacing. Seemed like when they were able to set up that push, they did fine, just like right now. They've had time to maybe sort out the push. Sab, though, too difficult of a kill. Wow. Cherished jumps in his face, though, to bonk him on the head and save his teammate. Love to see the teamwork coming out of Reversal Perfy, but it's not been enough so far. They're going to have to build some separation. They've got to get some kills without trading out so they can start closing the gap in that scoreline.
8-15 here. Cloud9 have doubled up on Reversal Perfy, but it's still early, still within 2 possessions, 2 team wipes, and that's more than doable for a squad. That includes Common, Cherished, Breakingshot, and Haines. Hopping on board here with Cherished. He earns what ultimately amounts to a trade. Breakingshot, one of 2 remaining players. Sceptify with 1 HP remaining. He gets cleaned up. And Breakingshot has done this continuously. Breakingshot does a great job to find the backside of an opponent, take some of those flank shots down, never really putting himself in harm's way if he can. Gets into it there as Tusk lands a sticky grenade, maybe even a wall. She insta-explode, it looks like. Huge plays from Tusk, man. 6-4-2. Little caster curse there. He goes down, and that doesn't take away from the fact that Tusk is having himself a hell of a game here. The most kills and assists in the lobby so far.
Wow. I mean, keep in mind, this Cloud9 roster took FaZe to game 5 yesterday. Ultimately lost that, but I mean, they've been playing phenomenal since they arrived in London. This would be a massive win for them. I think it would guarantee them a spot in the winner's bracket. So a lot on the line here between these 2 teams. Reversal Perfy really has not been able to find a whole lot of momentum just yet, but a double kill and a camo grab. Maybe didn't realize he still had the shroud in his pocket, so a little bit confusingly placed shroud there, but hey, maybe it's all mind games, so it's going to throw off Cloud9.
Yeah, Shroud working like a beacon there to alert Cloud9 where they think Common might have gone with the camo. Despite taking some frag grenade damage, he does make it away with a little bit of camo left to work with, but the timing from Cloud9 is unbelievable. Those grenades come in with perfect timing, but it's a perfect play here from Common as he stays alive, earns the double, make it a triple, sliding through for what could be an over. It looks back down and just can't spot that player. Tusk goes down to 1 HP. Tusk knowing that Common at 1 HP, he's gonna re-engage and take him down. Tusk with another huge play, but he gets cleaned up shortly after. And now you're starting to see Reversal Perfy chip away at the lead, 22-28.
Common had a bit of a slow start to this game, but he's made up for it in a hurry. Now just -1 in that kill differential. -5 is their team. Gonna have to work together. What's the play here? Cherished, and with the curb slide into the tower side. I think Common feeding him intel at the moment. Looks like Common kind of on an island away from the team. How is he going to survive here? I think the rest of LethuL Perfy need to find a way into the play. Haines is going to die over here at the C silo side though, so lots of space between teammates here on both sides. Tusk going to be the one that grabs the shock rifle, and I know this guy knows how to use it. Next camo's not up for another 20 seconds, and these teams got to start to get closer together. There we go. LethuL Perfy all now in the pipe side. Looks like Sab somehow finds a double kill going in by himself. That is massive and only extends the lead for Cloud9.
Yeah, Tusk finds himself out of the mix, backing up with that shock rifle, but I actually love the play here. Don't give that wind condition, that promising parameter to the opposition. There we see some proper use of the Shroud Screen, but it might not be enough. Tusk does go down. Did he pop the camo? That's the big question. I think he may have burned it. Cloud9 burned 3 lives, Sceptify the last player alive, and here we go. LethuL Perfy still at that 7 kill count, now 6 to come back, and I think going into the 40s, Eli, here's where you have to make it a 1 possession, 4 kill match. 30-35, LethuL Perfy are coming back.
LethuL Perfy keeping it back to within 5. I mean, the lead had grown for Cloud9 to 9, but every step of the way, LethuL Perfy have answered back. Now back to a 5 kill lead. Sab really just trying to deny access to this A side of the map, but after taking heavy fire, he's trying to stay alive. What a sneaky way to do so. I think most teams would have predicted that he drops down there and he stays up top to maintain some element of surprise, and all of a sudden LethuL Perfy are within 2.
And Cloud9 have those disadvantageous back C spawns. You got to make him pay for it, but Breakingshot goes down. Huge defensive posturing and positioning there from Sceptify keeps Cloud9 in the lead, but it's only by 3. Hopping on board here with Suspector now as he gets some cross shots down onto Breakingshot. Tusk takes down Cherished in the feed. So numbers are starting to roll here for Cloud9. 35-39 as Suspector and Cloud9 expect the push coming through from the long haul.
And you gotta feel like LethuL Perfy could have got more value out of that advantageous situation. Unfortunately, it looks like Cloud9 have just built back that 5 kill lead, and now with just 8 kills to go, they can mostly play for trades. LethuL Perfy had brought it within 2, but every single time LethuL Perfy swing, seems like Cloud9 are swinging back even harder. And here we go, going into the end game. Common gets a big double kill. This could be the start of what they need.
And that all started with Sceptify. Can't imagine if Sceptify didn't stay alive on back C, get a couple of slays on the tower positioning. This would be a tied game, probably 41-42 all. Instead, it's 43-40. Cloud9 have the lead. Breakingshot has the camo to work with, and here's where you're looking for that bubu dubu-esque overkill. Maximum efficiency and proficiency with the camo. LethuL Perfy need it. Will Breakingshot give it to him? They're in that back C again, and Sceptify this time isn't a hero. He goes down instead. Now is where you can collapse and pinch. This is so crucial what Breakingshot does with this camo. Grapples his way, but he's got to be careful. He doesn't have another grapple. Grapple back on the map. Takes down Tusk. No, Tusk makes a huge play. The Woolly Mammoth finds 1, but it's LethuL Perfy who are only down 2.
I think Breakingshot got a little bit overzealous there with that camo, and they're going to be punished for it. Yes, they brought it within 2, but shortly thereafter, the rest of the squad goes down. Breakingshot's got to be kicking himself after that one. Could have maybe done a little bit more, but it's hard to say if, you know, maybe he takes a route through blue pipes. Could he have done something more? He's going to be thinking about that one because Cloud9 are 1 kill away.
43-49, and the multi-possession lead here. Cloud9 can hang out on their heels, their back foot. Cross map shots will do it as they take the match. And a 2-0 lead in that series. Now hopping back on board with the A stream as we have Sentinels versus BitterSweet. A great series here as well. I mean, all of these open bracket teams have come to play as Sentinels is deadlocked with BitterSweet, not only in the series, but in this Empyrean CTF at the halfway mark. It's 1-1.
Oh, this would be such a huge win for BitterSweet to take a 2-1 lead going into the end of the series. Both teams, or both players here having a little T-Rex arms, just missing melees 5 feet in front of each other. Maybe a little bit early for these guys, but I mean, the 6-minute mark has passed. That means a new set of snipers are up And I think whoever wins the next sniper duel, maybe if they can take down and steal the opposition sniper, could make a big difference. It's going to be Precision versus Mortally, two of the most cracked young guns that we see in the scene today. LethuL's going to help Precision take out Diagram, who's kind of trying to apply some pressure to him. Looks like Mortally has now decided to go to the long haul. Maybe not expected, but Precision hits a headshot, sees the sniper shot ring through the long haul, see if he can out-snipe Mortally here if they do face off.
Love these sniper duels on Empyrean CTF. All the days of Snipe Down versus Ola as Precision pushes on through. Very patient moment in the match. Both teams vying for a slay. That opening break as BitterSweet earn it. Mortally takes down LethuL. Precision, the defensive posturing and positioning, expects the push to come through. It does with Diagram. He's got some help behind him, and he gets it in the form of Falcated, but now he's got to worry about Envore behind him. Now Envore has the snipe, picks it up, and quickly puts some damage down. And some shots down, but it's not enough. Falcated stays alive, and he's staying alive on the BitterSweet side of the map. Oh my God, what the F? Mortally, what the? How did that happen? That's unbelievable. I cannot believe that Falcated was able to earn that back smack. What?
And Mortally's body, I mean, Falcated looking like One Punch Man, launched that guy's body into the city that went 6 skyscrapers away. That was insane. But now it looks like Mortally able to get the overshield and exists over here in the courtyard. He's going to just apply a lot of pressure to Sentinels. They have to deal with him first. The problem is they all know he's here, and Mortally gets not a single kill. He does open a little bit of time and space for Envore to push through, but he gets taken down by a grenade. And the last 2 players alive on the side of BitterSweet might get staggered out with their spawns. This looks like it could be a bad situation for BitterSweet. Sentinels look to take advantage here.
Every advantage. Going to be so crucial here. We're in the end game. Less than 4 minutes to go. We're tied 1-1, and Falcated has a pull. Falcated has a slay. Maybe even more importantly, Envore goes down to 1 HP. LethuL with the frag grenade. And there's so many players weak to BitterSweet. I'd start to run this here from Precision. That's exactly what he does. And he's taken the long route for what could be a long win. Tries to sneak through underneath the sword, and he gets there. Precision, like a run on the opposite side through the long haul. More often than not, it means it's going to be a score, and this might just reflect that as well. No shots coming in from training. No shots coming in from the green hall. Sentinels are going to take a 2-1 lead.
That was so impressively played by Sentinels. They're simultaneously keeping track of all the spawners, choosing the flag route the correct way, dropping the flag to fight, maintaining their advantage. When they get players one shot, they're making sure those players die, run the flag the safest way imaginable while the rest of the team watches the spawners in the Mangler side. What a great flag run from Sentinels. That was perfect.
And Eli, have we ever seen a score from the sword? I mean, sometimes you see it go through this location right here, but to take it all the way through underneath through where Overshield spawned in Halo 3 and now in Halo Infinite, I mean, that was a run for the ages there from Precision. One of your main slayers on Sentinels making the main OBJ type of play there with the decision to pull it and run it through the sword. Now it's Diagram, though, locking down that location with the shotgun. Going to be very difficult for anybody from Sentinels to push through here. Diagram fortunate to land that no-scope, cleaned up with the shotgun, and now sword becomes a power position once again with 2 of those power weapons on that side of the map. This is a fool's goal pulled here. This is just to get some attention on the side of Sentinel's base. Piggy's the last player alive, and that won't last for long as he goes down ultimately. And with rockets coming up now, this could be the game. Precision pushing through for it, but Mortally gets it. Mortally gets traded out. And now you're going to see a little T-squared combination. No, Diagram goes down. A bunch of no-scopes being hit across the map. Falcated is the last player alive, but he has rockets. He has Overshield. What can he do with it? Gets one slay. Piggy trying to push through. Chase grenade goes through. Great decision there from Piggy not to chase, but with 1:30 on the clock, you only have 1, maybe 2 pushes left for BitterSweet. 2-1 lead here for Sentinels. Double for Falcated. I assume it might be a triple. There's Piggy down to 1 HP, and with a 2-1 lead, weak opponents for BitterSweet are like music to the ears of Sentinels.
Check it out now. LethuL doubled up in the kill to death column. 26 and 13, probably the oldest guy on the stage right now, definitely the longest standing competitor, and Of course he knows how to play on this map. They're playing on pit, but Falcated said, I can pop off too. He's been popping off since the tournament started. This might just be the third cap. Just a minute on the clock. All members of BitterSweet are going to spawn on the courtyard. They're going to have to find their way across. Will they be able to overextend? No. LethuL is there to play gatekeeper. Falcated shooting them in the back. Where can they possibly go? Mortally, last player going through the sword side. This one's going to go home. What an emphatic win from Sentinels.
Precision ends the game with 2 scores, and Sentinels end the game with a 3-1 victory. BitterSweet, though, Eli, have kept it so incredibly close. Guys, we're going to go to a quick break. We've been casting all of this action nonstop for a little under an hour now, so we're going to refill that coffee, water, whatever it takes to keep it going here early in the morning. Thank you guys so much for tuning into LVT Halo. We'll be right back.
Flag returned.
Hello, everyone, and a very good morning to you. Welcome back to LVT Halo's continuous coverage of these open bracket versus pool play teams. We're in pool play now, though, as the open bracket teams have earned it from the Passion Pit. As we hop on board here with Tusk. Quick update on the other side of the bracket. You have SWAT, Mexico's finest, up over ITB, one of the best teams in Europe. So impressive showing from the international competition so far this weekend. SWAT Alpha is a team to watch out for. They were destined and due for a top 8 at HCS Arlington. Got top 12, but this could be the event where they secure it. But for now, it's Tusk securing a killing spree. And Eli, how important have these opening breaks been for Tusk? He's giving his team, Cloud9, the front foot in every single one of these matches so far, seemingly starting with a killing spree in all 3 games.
Tusk definitely playing on fire. That's what you want to see from your team captain. I mean, this guy regularly puts in hours playing with the very best in the world. I mean, we recently saw him in Orlando with that LVT squad, getting the win over Shopify Rebellion. But as I say that, it's Reversal Perfy that have the flag all the way in their base. Somehow Haines able to sneak this one through the long haul. They could get an early cap here. And yeah, Tusk is popping off, but the rest of his squad unable to match his slaying power so far. They do push through. Tusk gets another clutch kill. He's 8-1, and that should return their flag.
Flag returned.
Oh, and that one gets so close, like getting stopped on 4th and 1 in the red zone. Cloud9 have the defensive prowess to potentially counter here, and they will. Sab with the rockets as well. Cherished, thankfully for Reversal Perfy, has overshields, but that fragmentation grenade takes him down to 10% of it. Love the positioning here, though. He's going to be able to stop what looks like the run, but no. Tusk stays alive. Breakingshot, the only player alive for Reversal Perfy, unless you start seeing shots come through immediately. It's not going to be enough. Tusk will score it 9-0-1, and he's also got the only score of the match. Tusk now has the snipe. What can he do?
Tusk just trying to bait the opposition sniper rifle. Cherished going to take a body shot, but wisely jumps as he grabs that snipe. There's always a little meta snipe on snipe situation there. Cherished tries to get the counter snipe medal. Looks like Tusk able to dodge it for now. And I mean, on this team, you don't really think of Tusk as the sniper, but he's been the guy that they're letting have the snipe over and over again. I mean, maybe Sab and Suspector better off just running as a duo. I mean, all members of this team are insane with the sniper, but so far Tusk, the one that's on fire. He's 10-1 this game already.
Yeah, it makes sense, right? Suspector and Sab, let those guys bait and switch with the Bandit. Sceptify, the top free-for-all player in the world, so you know he can handle himself with that starting weapon. So why not give the player coach the starting snipe? As Tusk pushes on through, has 5 shots left to work with, takes his positioning at the top of Banana, starting to peel wigs as he takes another shot down onto the training. Stays alive with 1 HP. Important to stay alive with this snipe. Now repositions on the sword side.
Just love the way he's playing this. I mean, there's a reason he's only died 1 time this game. He knows how to play his life so well. Perfectly placed chase grenade there with the plasma just to guarantee that player can't push up. Teammates here to help as well. Suspector, one of the best teammates you could ever ask for. He gets taken down to no shields as well, but predicts the route from Breakingshot, gets the early shots. Cherished is going to have to take him down. And honestly, both teams playing with some great teamwork. Right now, though, Reversal Perfy need to get on the board. They need to get some presence in the base of Cloud9. They need to do so safely, though, and not overextend without each other.
Oh, Reversal Perfy previously with the pressure and positioning on the Cloud9 side of the map, but Cloud9 clear it, taking down all 4 and sending all 4 back to the respawn screen at an important time with overshield and rockets up. Suspector doing his best to defend that. Nice push to the long haul from Cherished. Might just take Cloud9 off guard a little bit. Excuse me, that's Common, not Cherished. We hop on board now with Cherished, has the rockets to work with, looking to bait in a player towards the green hall, but the push comes through on the other side, and I don't think it did enough damage to even take down the OS. It did not. Tusk with the repulsive 360 movement tech is going to have the option to take an extra shot or 2 off spawn from Reversal Perfy, but he's not looking to run it. He's instead going to play gatekeeper with this shotgun, expecting a push through the backside. Instead, it comes through the platform, and he trades out ultimately. Looks like that run will stop for now. 2v2.
I like the thought process from Tusk. I mean, it's a very common situation where flag starts running towards that long haul. Players spawn in the court. They try to cut back through cuts. He's trying to deny that rotation, but maybe Sab with some heads-up awareness, predicting that Tusk might be going for that play. Jumps on top of his head instead. Big shutdown there. That could have been almost a guaranteed cap if Tusk was able to follow through with the plan he had forged. However, we're back to fighting for mid-map control. Suspector getting a kill right here in the green hall. Tusk is all the way on the tower of Reversal Perfy. These are great positions for a flag run. They just need to land some slays, and they could potentially get another flag to that long haul.
Tusk previously with the positioning on the snipe side that forces 2 players to spawn on Mauler for Reversal Perfy, and they clear out Cloud9 now. However, it was on their side of the map, so it's a defensive 4 down for Reversal Perfy. They need to turn it into some offense here, though. Common with the snipe needs to land a shot. Sceptify with the positioning on that Mauler side, opposite, takes him down instead. And Cloud9 have always bounced back. After they go 3-4 down, they make sure Reversal Perfy go 3-4 down. And with the 1-0 lead with 5 minutes left, that could be a recipe for success.
Here we go. Sceptify, 4 bullets in the snipe. We know how disgusting this man can be with the sniper. He's in a good position. They don't know he's there, but when he misses that shot, he gives away his location. Looks like Breakingshot unable to respond to it, though. Sceptify has a few teammates here. Looks like Tusk, the one to shut that player down. Tusk, by the way, 18-5 now, still going absolutely bananas here. 4.5 minutes on the clock. Big shutdown from Common that's going to earn control of the sword side of the map. Looks like Sab and Sceptify both get kills in the kill feed. 4:30 on the clock means Rockets and OS have respawned. Looks like Common is going to grab the OS and not proc it till he can pick up the repulsor. I like this play, and he looks to potentially repulse the rocket if his teammate didn't get it.
Common looking to get max value out of the overshield, and he gets melted as if the plasma pistol was used against him. Unbelievable defensive effort once again from Cloud9, and now you're starting to see some offense. Sab pushing on through with the Rockets. Might pull here to pull in the opposition. That's exactly what's on his mind. But he doesn't get the positioning that he wanted out of Reversal Perfy. They don't take the bait for now, instead positioning themselves on the high side of Snipes, working all the way through to training. They don't want to get anywhere near close to Sab with the Rockets. He says, okay, if you guys are going to push me, I'm going to push this flag out, try to continue to bait in more players through the backside, as one does spawn on Snipe, and that could be Sab's target. It is, and he takes him down.
So impressive, the play before. You could tell that Cloud9 knew Reversal Perfy had the Rockets and just waited before shooting them. Actually went for a melee instead, because they're like, no, we're not going to let you repulse the rocket back at us. So the meta kind of evolving to the point where they know that he knows that I know, but we've got a huge flag standoff situation here. Sab has been in Reversal Perfy's base this entire time. Once they finally take him down, they might be able to return this flag. Breakingshot getting some massive kills. It's 4 dead for Cloud9. This looks like a potential cap opportunity here.
They're going to get it.
Reversal Perfy, they're going to get it. They're going to tie it up. New snipers have spawned as well, so this next duel going to be very crucial.
Oh, the resiliency from Reversal Perfy has been so strong throughout this series. They just haven't been able to break through. A lot of that resiliency brings back the match, right? It ties up the match. Can they take the lead with 2:40 left on the clock? They have the numbers advantage to roll here, but a huge shot from Sceptify makes sure that Reversal Perfy can't push through with all four, as Sceptify looks to take his positioning now on the sword side, lines up the shot on a breaking shot, misses, dips back, avoids that fragmentation damage. Now just looking on through where he expects the push to come through, and everybody clears out of training knowing that Sceptify has the snipe, but Sceptify has the beat on his opponent. Beats Breakingshot down with the shot to the knee. And with OS and Rockets up soon, this could decide the match.
Sceptify in a precarious spot, wants to land some shots on green, does get another body shot shut down. New Rockets and OS up once again. By the way, we've got on your screen, looks like round one of Oddball being won by Sentinels. They're up 2-1 in the series so far and look to close things out in 4. But back to the main screen here. Rockets and OS came up. Sceptify has the OS. Not sure what happened yet with the Rockets. Probably in possession of Reversal Perfy. Huge play here. There is the rocket. Breakingshot used 1. Lots of snipe ammo here on the ground as well. He needs to get this rocket off. He does. That's actually massive. Not only does he get a kill, but he also burns the rocket to deny resources to Cloud9.
Yeah, you could argue that would have been a good play, just to look up towards the sky and fire it like a firework on 4th of July. But instead, Breakingshot does earn the trade, and that resets things once again. A fight for the mid-map about to ensue. It's Common sets up with that shotgun. Sceptify on the other side. Oh, he's got the flank on the banana. Haines goes down, and now Sceptify has the snipe back in his hands. This could be huge for Cloud9. Looking for the double. He gets it. Not on your screen as a medal, but 2 down nonetheless. Make it 3 for Reversal Perfy as the spawns are coming through on the snipe side. Sceptify wants to make sure he doesn't push into the mauler here. And block, wants to make sure he wants to make sure he pushes into the mauler here, block those spawns, spawn the opposition at the snipe side, as now they have to push through on the long run, and there is not enough space. Cloud9 are going to ice up with 30 seconds left. One final push, one final chance here for Reversal Perfy, or they're getting swept.
Look at this, immediately taking a defensive stance. They're watching all possible entry points. Someone watching trading, someone watching green, someone watching long. Sceptify trying to stay alive, had 2 bullets to work with, but he gets taken down by Cherished. This is a last-ditch effort from Reversal Perfy. They need this play to work. They need to get a pull, or this game is over. They do get the pull. Last player alive is Tusk. He's going to stay top tower, try to just rain down shots during this fight, and the rest of Reversal Perfy need to come off spawn in a hurry to be a part of this play.
Overtime, sudden death, pie chart. But Tusk with every shot, every slay, denies any chance for reversal Perfy to come back. That flag on the platform is not going to be close enough. Try as they might. Reversal Perfy go down in the series 3-0, but man, each game was so friggin' close. Hopping on board now with Sentinels and BitterSweet. A 2-1 series lead for Sentinels and a 1-0 lead in this particular oddball. As we hop on board here with bubu, who has the triple kill. Diagram, the last player alive, he goes down. bubu is going to pick up that oddball immediately and rotate it back to A.
Wow, hopping on board right as bubu gets the triple. He's also going to try to multitask, earn this camo for himself as well.
Wow.
He's kind of holding out in the open. The confidence on this man must just understand that there's no chance anyone spawns to look at him based on the location of his teammates. And he's going to drop the ball for now. Onboard knows that he's here, though, and just hunts him down relentlessly. Does not want to let bubu escape with the camo. And can you blame him? Guy is insane with it. Diagram, most kills on the side of BitterSweet, but seems like Sentinels are playing a style where they're just making it difficult for BitterSweet to get comfortable. They're moving the ball away from them. BitterSweet have done a good job in this situation to get control of the ball for now, but they're forced to rotate it away. bubu has the sniper. Great shutdown once again. So they've shut down bubu twice in a row when he's had power weapons and power items. That could be a recipe for success for BitterSweet.
Envore, re-shielding, repositioning now, putting shots down onto bubu. Those back mud spawns might just send him back to the respawn screen, but bubu looks like he's gonna make it out, and he does. Might have to worry about that oddball melee there from Piggy, but he does trade out, so that's a big play there from bubu. Finds the trade. Score reflecting that as well. 22-19. Mortally with a snipe. What can he do with it?
All members of Sentinels currently on the B and tower sides of the map. Huge double kill pickup from Mortally. Grenades coming in though, and oh my, I don't know if that definitely was not intentional. Mortally tries to dodge where he thinks the grenade's gonna blow up, but it trickles down right where he tries to run away from it. That's a bit unlucky, but now it looks like the ball has been reset. Neither team having a significant advantage so far.
Diagram goes down. bubu, another double kill, and bubu has the most slays for his team, just about the least deaths and the most oddball time. That's the recipe for success if you're Sentinels, and this is when bubu kind of starts to shine, kind of starts to play his game. He's unorthodox, makes a lot of plays that don't show up in the stat sheet, but for now he's stuffing it as a single kill, looking for the double kill. Envore goes down to 1 HP, and bubu he's known as one of the best camo players of all time, and you can get that sense as he positions for camo, but realizes that's not the best play right now. Wants to put pressure immediately on these green spawns. Camo's going to be there regardless, as long as they hold the line, but looks like BitterSweet are able to break through into A. Precision finds the slay on Mortally. As bubu looks towards the sandbags, expects the high side, high ground, but instead they're pushing through the back of A. bubu with another kill, another assist, stuffing the stat sheet, and that's exactly why you saw him leave the camo. He knew that his first priority was to stuff BitterSweet back on the spawn sheet, and Sentinels have oddball control, have map control, have camo control, and just about full control of this match.
bubu does such a phenomenal job playing out of such a small space to work with. Perfectly placed grenades, keeps himself alive, draws attention, doesn't allow himself to die, buys time for his teammates. He is finally taken down, kind of overextended there on the platform in that case. But it's Falcated, his roommate, his duo, who has been stepping up in every situation. Seems like every time we've been on bubu's screen, it's Falcated cleaning up bubu's damage, and these two just work so well together. And how could you not? These guys have been teaming together pretty much since the game came out, even before that. And they look to close out the series here. They're only 15 points away.
Clock's ticking. 4v4. But it's bubu with the sniper rifle, and that's going to make it even more difficult for BitterSweet. QT gets picked up by BitterSweet as bubu stays alive, but with an 87-19 lead here, you're not going to see bubu press for any of these slays. Not even going to press for oddball time. Instead, he's going to lay it out in center field with precision. Pull in that no scope onto Piggy, and we're seeing perfectly played, perfectly timed Halo here from Sentinels.
Oh my goodness, this man is not missing a shot. Does this man have an advantage? I feel like he's more prepared to play this early in the morning than most players. That gets up at 7 in the morning to go for a 10-mile jog sometimes. And wow, look at him just taking heads left and right. Just really taking the wind out of BitterSweet's sails. Even if they did get any type of momentum, he's stifling it every step of the way. And if you're on the side of BitterSweet, it's all over. The time is dwindling down. There's no chance. There's no avenue to victory, as Sentinels have just been too strong.
Man, I just think back to that game 1 where BitterSweet had the lead and almost went up 2-0 with less than a minute and a half left, but Sentinels ended up icing up. We saw 3 scores in the final minute of that one, and that ultimately reflects your series score. Sentinels take it 3-1. We're going to take a quick break here as Eli and I, Tools, 90 Night, LVT, we're up early casting all this Halo action for you guys, making sure you guys don't miss a second of it. As we're going to take a second to reset, get some more coffee, and I'll be right back for some more Halo.